welcome to my channel. I'm Lauren Boucher, and today I will be making kimchi rice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you've never tried it, it's fermented cabbage. It's vegan. There's a bunch of different kinds. I really like the Chi Kitchen. And it's yummy, yummy. It's spicy. Oh, one more thing. Okay, so what you need to make kimchi rice is you need 1 cup of kimchi. So this bottle is 16 ounces. 1 cup is 8. So I already did half a recipe. I already made it once, so I'm going to be making it again. So you need the kimchi, you need sesame oil, soy sauce, onions. I'm doing mushrooms. You can use a meat. The actual recipe calls for Spam. I have never eaten Spam. I've used ham, that's really good. And you can use any meat, you can use any vegetable, whatever you want. You'll need some butter, and you'll need an egg if you want to add an egg on top, which is like how it tastes amazing, and some sesame seeds. And you will need already cooked rice. Whether it's leftovers or I just cooked some rice, you need 2 cups of rice. So yeah, very, very simple, not too many ingredients. So you'll need a frying pan, and that's it, and this cutting board. First, what I'm going to do is chop up this kimchi into smaller bite-sized pieces. Try and keep the juice in the jar. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of juice, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't come with that much juice. So I just say, whatever, you do what you're gonna do. But there's a little bit of juice in the jar, so I'll use a spatula and get it all out. So I like to just cut it up. Okay, so once the kimchi is diced to your desired size. Well, you also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you wanted to cut the onions first. I didn't cut them on screen, and good thing, because I was crying so bad. I'm crying now just looking at them. This is a half of a small onion, diced medium. So each one's like this, you know, this size. And that is all the prep you need. So we're gonna move to the stove. You need 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna do 2.5. I don't know, we'll see what I do. Maybe just 2. But the recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of butter, and then you cook the onions on medium-low heat till they sizzle. So that takes about 2 minutes. You add in the kimchi and the kimchi liquid, and you cook that for about 3 minutes until all the water starts to bubble and boil. Next, you cook in the kimchi for about 3 minutes until it starts to boil, and then I'm gonna add in the mushrooms, or if you're using meat, that's when you add it in, and you cook for another 5 minutes until about all the liquid is gone, and then you can add in the rice. You mix in the rice, make sure it sops up all the juices, then you add 2 teaspoons of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And I have the sriracha for the end. So after you mix in that, you cook it for about another 5 minutes. And then while that's cooking, you make your egg. You can either make it on the side or make it in the same pan, and you plate it and you eat it. Alright, well, I'll see you at the stove. The pan has been turned on to medium-low heat. That's about 2 tablespoons of butter. So the butter is melted. I'm going to add in the onions. I'm gonna salt it a little bit because I use unsalted butter. So that has a nice bubble. Now I'm gonna add the chopped kimchi. Try to get all the juice with the spatula. You also want to make sure you clean your cutting board right away, or this will stain your cutting board. So now we're gonna wait till this comes to a boil. It's already starting, but we're gonna give it another minute or two. It says about 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna add in the mushrooms. And these are already chopped mushrooms, leftovers. So now we cook this for about 5 more minutes and we let all the water evaporate. Let the mushrooms cook down a little bit. See, the mushrooms are sweating down, getting a little smaller. Oh, that mushroom's gonna taste good in there. So 1 more minute. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it up just slightly to medium heat. I'm gonna throw in 2 cups of rice. Stir this all up. Now we got 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Mix this all in. See how it's like sticking to the bottom a little bit? That's what you want. That's like the fried rice flavor. That's so good. This is really hot, but okay. So I'm just gonna move this to the side a little bit. Perfect. So we'll let it fry. I'm gonna add some avocado oil. I've used it in the last few videos. We're gonna put this right here. Trick the egg, hope it doesn't stick. It's looking pretty good. Give it another few seconds. No. Oh, freaking hate doing this. All right, not too bad. So we're gonna cook it for like 30 seconds and then turn it off. Now I'm just gonna scrape the bottom because that's where the good, yummy fried chicken is. I mean fried rice, not fried chicken. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Egg. Just gonna scrape. This looks so unbelievable. All right, let's make it even prettier. So you can use gochujang or sriracha. I've been using gochujang a lot, so I'm gonna use sriracha. And then you make it all pretty. If you don't want hot sauce, you don't have to use it at all. Throw some kimchi fried rice. So good. If you haven't had it, it's like a little different. Might be new to you. All right. Then you can. Do you see this yolk just come out? Like I cooked the egg perfectly, which I don't always do. Just got a big sriracha bite. It's so good. Like there's a little crispiness from the rice. The onions and the kimchi have like a beautiful crunch to them. Haven't really had a nice mushroom bite yet, but the creaminess of the yolk and the egg just adds a lot. Yeah, the mushroom just goes. Doesn't do much. I just used it because I had some leftovers and needed to cook it. But oh my gosh. If you haven't tried this and you want to venture out to Korean food, try something new, get some kimchi. Kimchi is so good for your health. It's good for your gut health, which everybody needs. Yeah, I can't recommend this recipe enough. I got it off the New York Times recipes, so it's so good. I've made it like 100 times. It's like a weekly thing because it just like comes out great every time. So quick, easy, and you one thing of kimchi, you get 2 batches, you know, 1 jar of kimchi. Anyway, I could go on and on, but I won't. So, hope you all have a great day. See you on the next episode. So satisfying.